Hello everyone, we'll try to solve a question based upon cubes. The question that we have is Rajesh has a cube having length of each side equal to 5 cm. Out of the 3 pairs of opposite faces, one is painted red, other is painted blue, while the third is painted green. Then Rajesh placed the cube such that one green face of the cube was touching the ground and one red face of the cube was directly in front of him. He further cut the cube into 125 smaller identical cubes having each side equal to 1 cm. He then assigned numbers to the 125 small cubes as follows. So basically we have a cube of side 5 cm. A pair of opposite faces is painted red, other pair of opposite faces is painted blue, and the rest two opposite faces are painted green. The green face, it is touching the ground, the red face is in front of Rajesh. Then he is dividing that 5 cm cube into 125 smaller identical cubes. Then after that he is numbering those 125 cubes in the following manner. Let us see how. The cubes in the frontmost row of the bottommost layer were assigned numbers 1 to 5 from left to right. So let me go to the next slide. I need some space to demonstrate how he is numbering those cubes. So the cubes in the frontmost row of the bottommost layer were assigned numbers 1 to 5 from left to right. So let me draw a cube over here. So this is our cube. We know that the side of the large cube was 5 cm. Then he was cutting that big cube into smaller 125 identical cubes. So 5 cross 5 cross 5 will be equal to 125. That means we can write it as 4 plus 1, 4 plus 1, 4 plus 1. So that means we'll have 4 cuts along x-axis, 4 along y-axis, 4 along z-axis. So this will be the cube that we'll get after cutting it. Now let us read how he was numbering them. The cubes in the frontmost row of the bottommost layer were assigned numbers 1 to 5 from left to right. Now before that we were given that the bottom face is green, so that means the top face will also be green. Then this front face was a red, so the face on the back side it will also be red, which ultimately means that the face on the left and right they will be blue. I hope this much is understood. The cubes in the frontmost row of the bottommost layer were assigned numbers 1 to 5 from left to right. So this is the bottommost layer that we have. We'll be numbering the cubes from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in this manner. Then after that the cubes in the row just behind the frontmost row of the bottommost layer were assigned numbers 6 to 10 from left to right. So that means we'll have number 5 on this cube also. This is the same cube. Now the next row, that means this particular row, in this we'll be assigning numbers to cubes from 6 to 10. So that means this cube will be numbered 10. And we cannot see the cubes which have been numbered from 6 to 10. They are not visible, but I hope you can visualize them. Then just after that, in the third row of this first layer, bottommost layer, what we'll do is this cube will be numbered 15. That means we'll have cubes numbered from 11 to 15 in this row. Similarly, we'll have cubes numbered till 20 here and till 25 over here. So reading the statements, the cube in the middle row of the bottommost layer were numbered 11 to 15. So yes, we can see here that 11 to 15 numbered cubes will be in the middle row of the bottommost layer from left to right. So yes, the numbering was continued this way, and the rightmost cube in the last row of the bottommost layer were assigned number 25. So yes, we can see here in the same manner we numbered, and the last cube in the last row of the bottommost layer has number 25. Then after that, assignment of the numbers was continued for the second layer from the bottom on similar lines. So that means we have to again follow the same numbering scheme for the second layer now. The leftmost cubes in the frontmost row of the second layer, so that means we are talking about this particular row, and the leftmost cube is this one. So this will be number 26, next 27, 28, 29, 30. Then we'll go to the second row of the second layer. It will have cubes numbered from 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, and the similar manner. And if we go to the rightmost cube of this second layer, that means in the last row this will be numbered 50. So let us read the statements as well. The bottom was assigned 26. The rightmost cube in the frontmost row of the second layer from the bottom was assigned 30, while the rightmost cube in the last row of the second layer from the bottom was assigned 50. So yes, we can clearly see it over here. in the diagram that we have drawn, the numbering was continued on similar lines for the remaining layers of the cube. So we'll keep numbering all the layers one by one like this only. The leftmost cube in the frontmost row of the topmost layer. So now we are talking about the topmost layer, front row, and the leftmost cube. So this is the cube that we are talking about. It was assigned 101, so this will be cube number 101, while the rightmost cube in the last row of the topmost layer. So rightmost cube in the last row of topmost layer, this is the cube that we are talking about. It will be numbered 125. So this is how the numbering is going on. So we cannot extract any more information from the statements that were given to us. Let us try the questions. So the first question that we have is, what is the sum of the numbers assigned to the cubes that have been painted using 3 different colors? Now we clearly know that the cubes which have 3 colors on them, they are always on the corners. So how many cubes we'll have that have 3 colors on them? We'll have 1 over here, 1 over here. That means 8 corners. We'll be having 8 such cubes. So we just have to find out the numbers on those cubes. So we have all those cubes over here, and one of the cubes is not visible. It will be in the bottommost layer to the left in the last row. So the first such cube is having number 1, and the second such cube is having number 5. Then we have number 25 on this cube, and we have 101 on this cube. Then we have 105 on this particular cube. Then we have 125 on this particular cube. We'll have 121 on this particular cube. And can you tell me the number on the cube that is not visible? Basically it will be the leftmost cube in the bottommost layer in the last row. So this will be numbered 21. This is the bottommost layer, so it will be having number 21. So let me add 21 to this. So when we add all these, what do we get? We'll get 504. So 504 will be the answer to this question. Let's try to solve the second question now. So the second question is, what is the sum of the numbers assigned to the cubes that have been painted using 2 different colors? So we already know that all the cubes that have 2 different colors, they always lie on the edges. How many edges do we have? We have 12 edges, and if I count the number of cubes on each edge, then we have 1, 2, 3. That means 3 cubes on each edge. So in total we'll be having 36 such cubes. Now when I see the numbers on these cubes, then we can see that 5 and 30, they are separated by 25. They have a difference of 25 between them. So between these 2 cubes as well, that means this cube will be numbered 55 over here, then this cube will be numbered 80 over here, then we'll add 25 to it, so this cube will be numbered 105 over here. So basically all those cubes which are on the edges and are above one another, they will have a difference of 25 between them. So first of all, if I take this particular edge from here, then the numbers on it will be 30 plus 55 plus 80. Then if I talk about this particular edge, the numbers on it will be having 50 plus 75 plus 100. Then if I talk about this particular edge from here, then I'll be having 26 plus 25 will be 51 plus 25, 76. So I'll be having 76 here. And one such vertical edge will be on this corner which is at the back. So numbers on that particular edge or on those 3 cubes will be, we'll have 46 over here, then we'll add 25 to it, we'll be getting 71. Then if we add 25 to 71, we'll be getting 96. So we have found the numbers on all the edges or all the cubes that are vertically over one another. Then let us talk about these horizontal edges. We have 2, 3, 4. So we'll add 2 plus 3 plus 4. Plus if we talk about this particular edge, we have 102, 103, 104. Then if we talk about edge that will be here, it is not visible. It will be having numbers 22, 23 and 24. Then at last we'll have this edge over here, this one. It will be having numbers 122 plus 123 plus 124. Now only these edges are remaining, these 4 edges. So this will be our first edge, second will be over here, and we can see that numbers on these edges, they are differentiated. they have a difference of 5 between them, because 10 to 15 we have a difference of 5, 15 to 20 we have a difference of 5. So let us add the numbers on all such edges. So first of all, 10 plus 15 plus 20, this will be the numbers on the first edge. Then the second one, that is over here, what will be the numbers on this? We will have 110 over here, then 115 over here, and 120 over here. So 110 plus 115, then 120. Then if we talk about this edge, that will be over here, then just after 1 we will be having cube number 6, then 6 plus 5 11, then 11 plus 5 16, then 16. So that's it. And at last we have this edge remaining over here. We'll have 3 cubes over here also. So what will be the numbers on these? We'll be having 106, then 111, then 116. So let me add 106 plus 111 plus 116. So if you add all these numbers, you'll be getting 2268. Then let us solve the third question. The third question is, what is the sum of the numbers assigned to the cubes that have green color on at least one of their faces? So now we have to focus upon green colored faces. So we have the green colored face over here and at the bottom. So all the cubes that lie on the top layer, they will be having green color on at least one face, and also the cubes that lie on the bottom layer, they will also have green color on at least one of the faces. So we'll add the numbers on all the cubes on the top layer and the bottom layer. So when we add all the numbers on the top layer, we have numbers from 101 to 125. So basically all these numbers, they will form an AP with difference 1. So how many numbers do we have on the top layer? We have 101 to 125, that means 25 numbers. So n upon 2, first term plus last term, that is the sum of an AP. First term is 101, last term is 125. So this will be the sum of the numbers on the top layer, and on the bottom layer, what will be the sum? We have numbers from 1 to 25. So there are 25 numbers, n upon 2, first term is 1, last term is 25. So when we add all these, so we'll be getting 3150 as the answer. Last question is, what is the sum of the numbers assigned to the cubes that have none of their faces painted? So cubes that don't have any faces painted, they lie inside the first layer. So that means we'll have to remove a layer from the left, one layer from the right, one layer from the top, one layer from the bottom, one layer from the front, and one layer from the rear face. So we'll be left with a 3 cross 3 cross 3 cube. That means we'll be having total 27 such cubes. So we know that all the cubes that have no face painted, they lie inside the first layer. So what we'll have to do is, we'll have to remove the top layer, the bottom layer, one layer from the left, one from the right, one from the front, and one from the rear face. So what we can do is, if we add the numbers on all the cubes, that means all the 125 cubes first, and from those if I remove the numbers that are on the first layer, that means first layer from each side, left, right, top, bottom, front, rear, then I'll be getting the sum of the numbers that are on the cubes that have no faces painted. So what will be the sum of the numbers on 125 cubes? We simply have to add all the numbers from 1 to 125. So n upon 2, first term is 1, last term is 125. I will talk about finding the sum of all those cubes that are visible from the outside. So it is very clear that all the cubes of the bottommost layer, they'll be visible from outside. So we'll add all numbers from 1 to 25. Then all the cubes in the topmost layer also, that means all the cubes from 101 to 125, they will also be visible from outside. So 101 to 125, this will also be added, plus then if we talk about the cubes on the second layer that are visible from outside, then we'll be having 26 plus 27 plus 28 plus 29. Then we'll have just one cube from left right face, and that will be, first of all, we'll add 30 also to it. Then we'll be having 31 plus 35, then 36 plus 40, then 41 plus 45, and then 46 plus 50. So these will be the cubes that will be visible from outside in the second layer. Then if we talk about the third layer, then we'll be having cubes, this will be numbered 51. So we'll be taking up cubes from 51. So we'll be having 51 plus 52 plus 53 plus 54 plus 55. Then we'll be having 56 plus 60. Then we'll have 61 plus 65. Then we'll be having 66 plus 70. Then at last 71 to 75, all those will be visible. And even here 46 to 50, these will also be visible from outside. So here we'll have 46 to 50. So in the same manner you have to do this. So after you add all these numbers, you will be getting the sum as 6174. This will be the sum of all the cubes that are visible from outside, and the sum of all the 125 cubes that we have, it will be equal to 7875. So you simply have to subtract 6174 from 7875. When you do this, you will be getting how much? 1701. So this will be your answer to the last question. So the last question is a bit lengthy, but it can be solved. So I hope the explanation was clear to you. If there's a doubt, please ask again. Thank you.